for this battle between these two athletes. That punch landed. Nice counter shot. Great counter right hand there. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter punch. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Nice counter shot. That left counter punch will score. Neither man really defending themselves. And this with that jab. Good counter punching for both these athletes. He threw the hook, didn't land. Misses with that jab. And a counter left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Left counter scores. His jab just got blocked. And he just missed with that left jab. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That left counter was perfectly timed. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? These middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, There's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like this. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good left counter that lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good counter punch. Good counter punching. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back at it in round 4. Counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. They exchange punches. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Lands with the right counter. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Catch and shoot. Good counter right-handed kick. He misses with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot with the right hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Here's the bell to start round 5. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. There's a counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Tight, you know what? Sometimes on a billion ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to win. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter. Nice job landing that left counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. Good counter left hand there. Beautiful counter shot. And he misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Good right hand.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Right punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
This is the beginning of round 6. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they'd let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 7. Another scoring shot there. Can't find a home for that jab. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? These two are the perfect dance partners. What a punch. Why aren't they defending? punch.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next. There's the bell to start round 8. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Defending themselves. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Like to see more jabs. He just misses with that big right hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I see.
There's the bell to start round 9. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
No rest for the weary. Quick punch scores. Good punch. Can they figure out the combination to this sink? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it and back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Hey, those punches add up. Good one. Back and forth they go. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell to start round 10. endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
He parries the right jab away. Forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked.
Ten seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up.
Let's start 11. Confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Exchange here from both men.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left scores. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They get out of the way of that left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Showing exceptional chins, by the way.
men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Unlucky to miss with that jab. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He parries away that left hook. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.